guys, and welcome back to my channel. So on this week's episode of Slay Tea Saturdays, honestly not a lot of things went on this week that I felt I wanted to express my opinion on. So I was like, okay, what can I do for you guys? And I thought about doing my everyday makeup routine only using drugstore makeup, as well as answering some questions. Recently I posted on my Instagram story and I asked you guys to ask me some questions. Damn, that is So I decided that on today's episode of Slay Tea Saturdays, you guys are gonna watch me get my everyday makeup look and get to know me better. So if you're interested in seeing how I get this everyday makeup look and you want to get a little closer to me, then just keep watching. Alright, so I'm going to go right in. I'm going to look towards this direction because this is where the mirror is. But yeah, we're just going to start with the L'Oreal True Match Foundation. Usually I use shade WA or W4.5. It just depends how tan I am. But we're going to go and put it straight in the back of our hand. Usually this is what I do, and then I go in with a damp beauty blender and just blend it all in. But when I am doing my everyday makeup look, I do try to use the least amount of foundation possible, and I really try to blend it out a lot so I don't have to use that much. We're gonna hop right into the questions. I already moisturized my face with the Cetaphil moisturizer, and then now I'm just going in with my foundation and a beauty blender. So the most asked question was where I was from. Okay. I was born in New York, raised in Miami, and both of my parents are Dominican. All my family still does live in New York. The only people who live in Miami are my parents and my cousin slash godmother. She's also my godmother. But everybody else, my grandmother, my aunts, my cousins, they all still live in New York. So I do go very, very often, and to tell you the truth, that's what feels home. Miami doesn't really feel home, only obviously my parents are there, but when I'm in New York, that's when like I feel like, okay, I'm here. There was a lot of questions on how to lift up your spirits, how to stay positive. There was one particular question that said, do you ever get down on yourself? If so, how do you get out of it? And how do you get out of like feeling stuck? So I went to school for broadcast journalism, and I moved to LA last year to pursue that career. I wanted to be an entertainment reporter. And guys, anything that has to do with entertainment is an extremely hard industry. What I try my hardest to do always is that you want to always look at everything in a very positive light. So it doesn't matter if you didn't get the booking you wanted to get. You have to program your mind to think that everything happens for a reason. And if you didn't book the job, then you have to analyze, okay, did I study enough? Did I prepare enough? If you didn't, it's fine. Then for the next job, make sure you do. And go through life preparing yourself for these challenges that you're going to have. But you need to go through the challenges. You can't be afraid of them. Because once you become afraid of the challenges that God has for you, that's when you'll see yourself continuing to fail. You just have to maintain a very positive mindset, and that's what I tell everyone. I'm like, you just need to be so patient and positive, because if you're not, then you're gonna find yourself extremely upset all the time. Because guys, we are going through challenges every day. God has to put us through challenges every single day because it's helping us become the real us. Honestly, I feel like you're evolving throughout your whole life. It doesn't matter how old you are. I feel like there's still room for improvement. And that being said, you're always gonna go through challenges. Like, your challenges are not gonna stop because you reach a certain level of success. Even when I reach my dream job or my goal, I'm still gonna go through challenges even then, because that's what life's about. And I think that what you need to always do is remind yourself of the amazing things that are happening in your life, even when things are going wrong, because it could be so much worse. A lot of people also asked about my move and how it was. So I want to get into that. So when I moved to LA, like I said, my parents do live in Miami. My brother lives in Miami, and then the rest of my other family lives in New York. I don't have any family here, but I was blessed to meet a great group of friends as soon as I came out. And I honestly think that would help me the most, being here and being able to like keep a positive outlook, is the fact that I do have like a good group of friends. Because if I didn't, I honestly don't know how I would have done it. But aside from that, my mentality plays a really big part. And like I was saying, you have to maintain a very positive outlook. Really quick, I'm going in with the Instant Age Rewind Maybelline Concealer. I usually use two colors, the Ivory and Fair. I do have an olive undertone, so Ivory is the ideal color to brighten up my T-zone, but sometimes I like it really bright, so then I put in a little bit of Fair to just add that brightness. So anyways, so I feel like when things are going wrong, you have to reflect on the good, and that is what keeps you from getting in a depressed mind state. Or that's how I get out of that space where you start to dwell, because guys, our minds are so powerful. I don't know if a lot of you know about the law of attraction, and that is something I learned, I think it was my sophomore year of college. One of my best friends from home was the one who introduced the documentary to me. And when I watched the documentary, The Secret, and started applying it to my life, I realized how strong and powerful our minds are, because things did start happening once you start manifesting them. But not only that, if you look at it in a negative way, in terms of your minds and how it works, the fact that we can drown ourselves in negative thoughts and create this like negative aura around us just because of our mind is insane. So we need to be aware of that. We need to honestly pay attention to the fact that our minds are truly so powerful. And because our minds are so powerful, we need to train our minds to, majority of the time, think positive. Like, even when things are happening that are bad, you need to look at the silver lining. I don't even know if that's the saying, but you need to look at the good side of it. One thing I always remember, I don't know if a lot of you are religious, but I am, and I always remind myself that God has our best interests at heart all the time. There is not one challenge in your life that you will go through that God won't help you through. Every single challenge, He is gonna help you through it. If you guys do have any imperfections and you go over them a little bit more, I have one little friend right here. So I just dab a little bit, not too much, and just blend that out. So yeah, I think that that's one of the main things of like this move to LA. Of course I got super homesick, honestly. If I think about it too long, about the fact that I'm so far away from my family, I do start crying. Like, guys, we're all human, we do all feel. But I think that what I try to do is not think of, okay, I'm here by myself and all these negative thoughts. Like, no, I came here with a goal, I came here with a purpose, and I'm gonna reach that goal as long as I work hard. Okay, I'm gonna go into contour again with the same concealer I was just using, just in a darker color to contour the outer corners of my face. But anyways, a lot of people ask me, you know, what did I do to obtain the success I've had? Which honestly, it's so crazy how like you look at yourself and you're like, I'm not even near where I want to go. The way that I've just reached where I am right now, just staying really consistent, guys. Like, I feel like consistency is key, and you need to listen to the times that are changing around you. Like, for example, for me in my career, in the entertainment industry, and unfortunately I have to change with each generation. Whenever things change, whatever is popping at the moment, that's what I need to focus on, because my career depends on it. Personally, I went to school, and in my mind I had the idea that I was going to join a big network for entertainment news, and I was going to go and work there and then hopefully get a fashion segment out of it, and you know, the list goes on. But what happens? Times are changing, no one's really watching TV anymore, and I have to take those things into consideration. So I need to evolve with the generations as well, and realize that the plan I had 4 years ago or 3 years ago might not work anymore. Guys, remember, you don't need to be famous to be successful. I feel like the main thing I want to teach my kids when I have them in the future is you need to figure out what you love doing. The moment you figure out what you love doing, go at it. Take risks and truly focus on your passion. As soon as you find out what your passion is and you start focusing on that, you're gonna change the world. I think that a lot of us don't realize that self-growth is a real thing, and we are going through it every single day, and the challenges that God brings on us is for that. I'm sorry that I'm not using a drugstore product for my brows, but I literally only have the the Anastasia Dip Brow. So let's just make pretend I'm not using it. One pencil I have used that's from the drugstore is like the NYX product. And it's literally exactly like the Anastasia one to me. But usually the way that I do it is just I put it in the back of my hand and just go right in. Actually, I'm gonna do my brows off camera because I get real close to the mirror and I can't be doing all that on camera. So I'll be right back. All right, so we're back in action. So my setting powder is a True Match powder. And I also use this to bronze up my face as well. What's my favorite movie of all time? I don't have a favorite movie because I have favorite movies in each genre. So comedy would have to be The Proposal. I'm obsessed with that movie. I'm obsessed with Sandra Bullock. She's like one of my favorite actresses. A Christmas movie, Elf. Pixar, Finding Nemo. Scary movie. Well, it's not really a scary movie. They're like the thriller ones. Saw. Like that whole series. I'm like, I don't know why, but I'm obsessed with Saw. Romance, of course, you guys. The Notebook. And I think that's all. Did I cover all genres? I don't know. Sunset or sunrise? Oh, that's a good one. I think the sunset because I hate waking up early. So I will not be waking up for no sunrise. Guys, I'm obsessed with bronzer. I love the summer because you are just so tan throughout the whole summer. Notice how I'm literally using one brush. When I'm doing my everyday makeup routine, I usually try to stick to as least amount of products, the least amount of brushes, just because I want to like put it on my face and go. So literally the same brush that I'm using to blend out my contour, set my contours, the same brush I'm using for my nose. I just obviously pinch and go. Super easy, super quick. Next, I'm gonna go in with my blush, and we're using L'Oreal Paradis Enchanted in Just Curious. So it's like a peachy. Usually I go for like peachy looks, so we're just gonna go right in and put it in the apples of our cheeks. So when I'm doing an everyday makeup routine, I usually just put a little bit of foundation. I usually always brighten up in my T-zone just because I like that look. And then I just do bronzer and blush. If I feel like doing highlight, I will. I think I'll do some today just for the sake of the video, but sometimes I might leave my face just matte out. I love blush because if you're gonna look like you just went out to the sun, then you might as well, girlfriend. So sometimes I take it a little overboard, but it's okay. So let's do highlight, and I'm gonna go in with the NYX Illuminator. And I'm just gonna put a little bit just to like add a little glow to the face. And usually I just grab the little highlighter brush I use and I bring it up to my brow bone and highlight that as well. Let me answer a little bit more questions for you guys because we're almost done with this look. Literally all I have to do next is curl my lashes and apply mascara, and my everyday makeup look is done. I could usually do this in 10 minutes because it's so quick. How tall am I? I am 5'8". I am 24. My birthday is May 16. And your girl is gonna be 25, which is wild. What is your goal in life? So that's a really good question. My goal is just to inspire girls to have a voice and not feel like just because their opinion might be a little bit different than most people, they need to not express it. Also, I want to help girls feel more beautiful through fashion and beauty. I'm not no fashion expert or beauty expert at that, but I do know that I think specifically when I think of what outfits I'm gonna wear and how I'm gonna put things together, and I want to share that because maybe that'll help you feel better about yourself. And I want to also make sure I spread the message that you don't need to alter your body to feel more beautiful. Personally, I don't have a problem with plastic surgery. My boobs are fake, but the reason why I went ahead and did plastic surgery was because I truly felt insecure. And I feel like girls nowadays in this generation just feel like they just need to do every single procedure under the sun just because everyone else is doing it, or because they feel like that's the definition of beauty, when it isn't. God made all of us so differently for a reason, and now we're all out here walking around looking the same. Where's our uniqueness? And I feel like that's one of my main goals, is also to share with you guys that we're all unique and we're supposed to be unique. So I feel like those are my goals, is to hopefully through my opinions and my fashion tips and beauty tips help girls feel more confident, help them not be afraid to express themselves. And yeah. Okay. Somebody asked me if I was to have a baby, what would I name him or her? Let me just say, guys, that it's not gonna happen for a long time. Right now, like I said, my focus is my career, but I know eventually I will get married, and your girl wants 5 kids. I know, it's crazy. But I do. I want a huge family. And I kind of have all the names already, but I've been going back and forth in my head because I started to think like, I don't think I like those names anymore. But I think I will find the names that I will like once I decide to start a family, which won't be for a minute. Oh my God, so many questions about my lips. Guys, they're real. Just because we're in 2019 and most of these girls have lip fillers doesn't mean that natural full lips are fake. And honestly, I feel like I can detect the difference between fake big lips and real big lips so easily. So I don't understand why people always ask, because I feel like it's a very distinct look. I think I'm done with the questions. So to finish off, like I said, we're gonna curl our lashes and put on mascara. The mascara we're using today is the cover Girl Flourish by Lash Blast. Okay, so for lips, I usually just leave my natural lip color because luckily my lips are very pigmented. This is my natural lip color. I have no lipstick on. So sometimes I just clean the outer parts of my lips to eliminate the foundation that has gotten on them, and usually just leave my natural lip color with like some chapstick on top to add a little shine. But for today, we are going to use the NYX Liquid Suede in Soft Spoken. People ask me all the time, how do they get my lip color? And this is the closest thing to it, you'll see. So the bottom lip has the lipstick and the top lip is just my natural color. See how close that is? Yeah guys, this is my everyday makeup routine. Thank you so much for your questions. I hope you guys got to know me a little bit better. And yeah, I just want to say don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Thank you guys so much. Love you and see you here next time. Really. Bye guys.